Hello team and welcome to another ATP Geopolitics video with myself, Jonathan MS Pierce. This is Ukraine War Frontline Update. No, it's not. It's an excerpt I took from my Frontline Update that I did earlier this morning, and I've taken it out, so I'm editing that at the moment. It's rendering. It made it too long, but I just wanted to talk about this because it is a bizarre bit of footage that's come out, and I think it happened a couple of weeks ago during an attack on Uruzhany. So Uruzhany is this settlement that was taken on this river, is it Mokry-Yaly River here, that comes down, meanders its way down through Velika Novosilka and down towards Zavitnya Bezhyanya. And as the Ukrainians were attacking Uruzhany, this happened, the video I'm going to show you, and I think it happens down coming at the town from, or the village from the north down here. I think a tank comes down here, attacks here, and then does a UE and then runs away back to the north. So it's sort of, this is the river it's kind of following. Now, there's a fine line between heroism and stupidity. The footage I'm going to show you, yes, you may think it's heroic, but I think it's also pretty suicidal. Sending in a single tank to do an attack on a village like this just is not a good use of equipment. Now, it survived. I don't believe in miracles, but this is pretty close. I don't know how it survived, but let's have a look at it. So Getty says, heroic Ukraine tank crew charge into Russian positions and do as much damage as they can until Russian artillery zeroes in on them. They then retreat, carrying their rather large testicles with them to safety. Okay, so yeah, this is heroic maybe, but I don't know if it's stupid. I mean, the risk is really high risk. Is there high reward? So what are they able to achieve by doing this? I'm amazed that they don't go over any mines here. I mean, it's just it is incredible footage, right? So, okay, you've got, I think it's a P91 Twerdy. So this is a T72. It's dragging along something there with a line. I don't know what that is. And you can see the line just here dragging something. I have no idea what that's all about. And yeah, scraping along there. Anyway, it's dragging something. It drives and it is. There are two tanks actually here, but that second tank seems to then disappear, and it's just this one tank, and it's going quickly, and it's going like off-piste here. So the first thing to note is that as it's coming down the river here, it's shooting towards that settlement. So there's a town just over there. Just remind you on the map. So I think it's driving down here. You can see the river on to the right of the tank. You've got the river, so that it's coming down here, and I think it's just here, and it's shooting off towards these buildings. So at the most, this tank is firing off maybe 4 or 5 rounds at the buildings here, and then it doesn't get hit, and it gets put under artillery and mortar fire, and then runs off. Right, the risk of that tank and the crew dying to release 4 or 5 mortar tank rounds at these buildings, is that worth it? I don't think it is. I mean, it's amazing footage, this, but I just think it's way too risky. So the tank is hammering along, like, doesn't seem to be concerned about the potential for mines in the area. Just, I would have thought this would be heavily mined. It's interesting that no mines have been triggered. Is it not heavily mined? That's an interesting observation. And it's firing off your tank rounds, as you can see here. A number of them. I mean, we see like 5 or so tank rounds shot in this bit of footage. Probably you'd assume there is more. And it's firing at the village over here, and it then starts getting hit or getting peppered with mortar and artillery. And that's a huge artillery round. So I think that bit of artillery, that artillery round, hits a mine to have that kind of explosion is my thoughts, which would then suggest that there are mines in the area. This tank has just amazingly not hit any of them. It's the only thing that I can think, would cause an artillery round hitting a piece of earth to have that kind of explosion. So mortar, and then there, bang. So, but then that's just where it was driving. So if that was a mine, then that tank was really close to hitting that mine. And it just drives off-piste again, not going back the way it came, which would be safe because you've just driven there. So I would suggest, obviously it needs to get back round to that, but then it doesn't even drive that. It just goes a completely different way. So I think it is weaving around, so it's less easy to hit. And also there, I wonder either that is a really good shot by the Russian mortars here, or it's actually gone over a mine, triggered a mine, but it was going too quickly for the mine to actually take effect, or for the mine to hit the tank. So yeah, either way, really, really lucky. And it just, it drives off into the sunset to fight another day. Just incredible footage. This tank has just leathered it up here, not hit a single mine, released half a dozen tank rounds at this village, done a UE, and then sodded off back home. Thinking, well, there you go. That was a good day out, wasn't it? Yeah, had fun. Yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, woohoo. I mean, it's not a computer game. These guys, as their lives were on the line there, that equipment, the value of that equipment was on the line there, and they managed to do some damage to the town. I mean, unless they were just being used as guinea pigs to find out whether this is mined, to find out whether they've got ATGMs up there, to find out how good the artillery is. Well, I wouldn't want to be putting myself forward for that mission. But yeah, okay, boss, what am I doing today? Well, we're going to send you in through potential loads of minefields. You and your crew, you're going to go through there. And if you get near the town, just fire off a couple of rounds, and we're going to see if they've got anti-tank guided missiles that can blow you up. And if they don't blow you up, we're interested to see how good the artillery and mortar crews are in the area, and see whether they'll blow you up. So if you don't get blown up by any of those things, then mate, the drinks are on me tonight. But yeah, boss, I'm up for that. Ooh, so I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. Like, lots of people will be looking at it going, yeah, this is amazing. I'm looking at it going, it's insanity. Just a single tank on its own, hammering it towards an enemy settlement. Anyway, let me know what you think. That was extracted from my frontline update because, it made it unwieldy and too long. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.